There is anguish and fear after a violent weekend in St. Paul that left 2 people dead and 5 injured. Someone opened fire on 2 separate celebration of life services.
One service was for the 15-year-old boy who was stabbed to death at Harding High School. Esme Murphy reports on a devastated community and questions about tougher gun laws.
In St. Paul, near the scenes of the 2 shootings, residents are anxious.
Is it scary?
Yes, kind of. Because, I've been working in here, so You never know.
There's just too many young kids running around with guns. And I don't understand it.
The 2 kills Saturday have been identified as 37-year-old Troy Kennedy of St. Paul and 34-year-old Larry Giles Jr. of Hugo, a chef who was known as Chef Hot Hands.
Disgusted and senseless and frustrating.
A visibly shaken Mayor Melvin Carter spoke after the second incident. The shooting happened less than 24 hours after 3 teens suffered non-life-threatening injuries in a drive-by shooting at a service at the Wellstone Center for 15-year-old Devin Scott, who was stabbed to death at Harding High School earlier this month. Carter reissued a call for gun restrictions.
We continue to see some of the common sense gun violence prevention reforms that the vast majority of Minnesotans, the vast majority of Americans support, that any celebration, any community institution, any space can be violated in such a heartbreaking way.
Governor Walz tweeted the gun violence in St. Paul is unacceptable. There are 4 major gun proposals making their way through the legislature. The 2 biggest are beefed up background checks and red flag laws. Also before legislators, a tougher requirement for gun storage and a bill requiring the reporting of a stolen handgun. Rob Doerr of the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus says none of those measures would have prevented this weekend's tragedies, but he says this could be the year one or more of these bills finally passes.
I think it's likely that some of these bills will be passed. Of course, the narrow margin in the Senate is going to be a determining factor of that. There haven't been the strong commitments from those greater Minnesota senators on these particular measures. There have been on some of the other controversial things that have moved forward.
Now, Rob Doerr, who you just heard from, is the face of the opposition to gun control measures in Minnesota and has been for years. The Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus is a very powerful group, and for him to say there's a chance of one of these bills finally passing after all these years of these bills going nowhere is really saying something. It certainly is, Esme. So what needs to happen at the DFL-controlled legislature for one of these bills to pass? Well, Amelia, the very slim DFL majorities in the House and Senate would have to hold. The majority in the Senate could not be narrower. It's just 1 vote. But against all odds, the DFL has held those coalitions together over the past 2 months in St. Paul, which is something they've never been able to do. And that's why opponents of gun control, like Rob Doerr, are saying this could be the year that some amount of gun control finally passes. Well, I know you'll be on top of that for us, so thank you, Esme.